Hi, I'm Angela. Thank you for joining me at Clean Living with a Dirty Mind. It's not what you might think, or maybe it is. Today I wanted to talk with you about where our idea of what spirited aging is and what it isn't, and how we process it, what we do with it, and how we live fully as spirited agers. So, first of all, I think that the idea of spirited aging is kind of like a script that we've been handed. But what I don't remember is ever actually receiving the script. And I absolutely don't remember ever agreeing to the contents of the script. But what I think it is a series of quiet, subtle messages that tell us to be calm and not curious, to not necessarily want more, to be grateful and not necessarily ambitious, to be comfortable and to not aspire or want too much more. No one usually shouts these messages from the rooftops, but they are definitely communicated, and I do mean everywhere. So where do the messages show up? They show up from our family, from our friends, in our communities, in our inbox, in our mailbox. So in preparation for the message this week, I kind of started jotting down places where I personally have been receiving these messages. And one of the first places that the messages came through loud and clear was in my mailbox, my physical mailbox outside. So got a few different things in there that usually most of them go directly into the trash, but here's what they were. And again, I have notes. So one was for a motorized wheelchair. Yeah. One of them was a full pamphlet, multi-page pamphlet on implants versus dentures. One was this beautiful invitation to a very nice restaurant here in my town to discuss estate planning. Won't, won't, won't. So, and then one of them was from a doctor specializing in glaucoma treatment. Yeah, now mind you, if any of those things applied to me directly, I would probably be grateful to have them. But right now, it's just unsolicited junk mail for me. Another place where the messages come through loud and clear is I play games on my phone, possibly a little too much. So, and the ads that appear on there are just so special. One of them that sticks out to me is a senior Tai Chi program promising to restore balance and six-pack abs in 30 days. Yeah, that. So another one is an image of a gray-haired man walking across his living room with a cane, and all of a sudden he grabs his chest and he falls over. And I don't turn the volume on, but I could see that it was for choosing certain emergency rooms in my neighborhood. So, and then, and this one might be my favorite, is if I play Mahjong for 30 minutes a day, it will reduce my chances of Alzheimer's. Really? So another place where the messaging comes through loud and clear is TV. Yes, TV. So, and this one didn't happen this week. It actually came through a couple of years ago, but it stuck with me long before I ever thought of creating this channel. But it was where a news anchor made the statement that a senior citizen had lost control of his vehicle and plowed into a storefront. Now, I do recall there were no injuries, so that's a great thing. But it made me think, what qualified the news anchor to describe that person as a senior citizen? Did they know the person? Is there an actual age that is a senior citizen? Is it like when you can collect Social Security? Is it the color of your hair? Is it, what is it? Why did that anchor say senior citizen? It bothered me, stuck with me all these years. So, and then the other one, and I love this one, the insurance ad about how when some people become homeowners, they turn into their parents. It doesn't depict parents or the seniors of the family very well. I'm not gonna lie. I think that they're funny ads. Funny, not funny. So maybe it hits too close to home. I don't know. But anyways, I feel like as we receive this messaging, we have to determine what we're going to do with it. And part of that is just reframing, what is spirited aging to us? And I say what it isn't. It's not about hustle. It's not about competition. It's not about proving ourselves. It's certainly not about competing with youth for anything. So, but what it is it's staying curious, staying playful, staying relevant, staying up to date. So being self-directed and engaged and alive in our mind and body. So kind of simple, but maybe not. So what do we do with all of that aging noise that we receive from the outside world? I think, like I alluded to earlier, if it applies, use it. If you receive an ad for implants versus dentures and you're debating, should I get implants or should I get dentures? Well, hey, that ad's for you, right? So decide what applies, what doesn't, get rid of what doesn't, keep it moving. So, and along those lines, I think that it's valuable for us to step back and ask ourselves a few questions. First of all, who does it benefit for me to fill in the blanks? A lot of times the answer is follow the money. Okay. Aging is a big business. So, a lot of these, like for example, the estate planning meal, I get those invitations all the time. And all that I can think of is somebody's really making a lot of money off of these dinners. I don't know how many people need to come to the dinner and buy into whatever to be profitable, but clearly it's profitable. So, and also, I think that we also need to ask ourselves, what feels right for me right now? What do I need in my life? What do I need more of? What makes me happy? What makes me feel that I am aging as I see appropriate? So I just want to say, I'm not here to tell anybody how to or not to age. I am here to encourage you to ask questions about the messaging that you receive and just to facilitate a discussion. And I hope that that's exactly what we will be able to do, is have a discussion about the topics. So let's unpack this together. Please leave your comments in the comments section below and let's talk about this. Also, if you like this content, I hope that you might consider subscribing. That would mean the world to me. Again, thank you for joining me at Clean Living with a Dirty Mind, where it's not what you might think. Or is it?